I moved 7 times before I was 10 years old. And people will say, oh, was your dad in the military? And I'd explain, no, my dad was bipolar. But it was the late 70s, so we didn't say bipolar, we said manic depressive. And also because it was the late 70s, my dad wasn't diagnosed at all, so we just said creative genius. Which he was. He was a rock star architect who was so talented that people all over the United States wanted him for their projects. So, whenever he got bored, which was often, or was on a manic high, which was also often, he would take one of these jobs and we would move. Now, for me, that meant 5 different elementary schools, 4 different day camps, and forever being labeled the new kid. Now, if any of you have ever been a new kid, you know that that comes with its pros and its cons. Its pros being that you're the shiny penny, and its cons being that you are the new kid. Why do you look like that? Why do you dress like that? Why do you talk like that? Why do you eat like that? New, different. I wanted to be that girl that lived there like her whole life. Like her name was always like Tracy or Nancy or Tanya, and like nothing could be started without them. Tracy, oh my God, Tracy, sit over here. Nancy, come here. Oh, Tanya, where's Tanya? We can't do anything without Tanya. And all I wanted was to maybe be that girl. Like it would be so cool if somebody missed me. Pilar, where's Pilar? But the minute that I actually started to fit in, the minute that I made friends, boom, my dad would take another job and we would move again. So new kids learn a lot of skills. But what I really learned was don't get comfortable. Don't get close. So when I was 13, my dad decided we were going to move again. And my mom said no. And their marriage was over. But she told me, hey, we don't have to move anymore. But it didn't really matter. The damage was done. Don't get comfortable. Don't get close. And why should I? The town that we landed in was small and oppressive, and the kids were cruel, and I decided that I would be the one to leave. So I did. And I got on buses, and I went to Boston. I got on trains, and I would go to New York. And in college, I got restless, and I transferred college. And I went right to summer stock, and I moved into apartment after apartment with strangers. And I just kept going because I was going to be the one who kept going before somebody told me I had to go. When I was 22, my boyfriend said, we should move to LA. And I was like, all right, let's move to LA. My bags are packed. And I went first because I was good at getting apartments because I had moved so much. And my boyfriend did not show up. I think he forgot. But you know, I wasn't really that surprised. Don't get comfortable. Don't get close. So there I was in LA, and I was all by myself, and I thought, okay, where do I go now? What do I do? But there was something about this city that kept kind of holding me here. Something that was making me feel kind of weirdly at home, and I couldn't put my finger on it until I realized that no one from LA is actually from LA. People come here from all over the country, all over the world to chase a dream. This is a city of new kids. So I got an apartment all by myself. And I thought, I'm in this apartment. Nobody can make me leave. And I stayed. I stayed through a riot. And I stayed through a drought. And I stayed through a medfly outbreak. And then came the Northridge earthquake. Everybody remember that? So I woke up to tremendous noise and pitch black, and I stumbled out of bed and boom, right into a wall. And I remember cowering under my coffee table for protection, and the coffee table was glass, so that was weird. And I remember crying and thinking, this is what you get. This is what you get for daring to feel at home. And then I heard it. Pilar! Hey, where's Pilar? Pilar? And I went outside of my apartment, and there in the courtyard were all of my neighbors from the apartment in their pajamas, huddled around candles and a radio, and they kind of told me to come on over. Hey, Pilar, we're glad you're okay. And so I did. I came into their circle, and I huddled in with them, kind of close, and I made myself comfortable. Thank you.